for good.
So it is Midweek Moment, and on this beautiful Wednesday morning. And I thought today I'm going to do something different, and that's I'm going to just read from the Bible.
Beautiful.
Hey, how beautiful is that?
Exactly.
And also, what I want to just encourage you, I'm going to read a story from the Bible, and just encourage you that wherever you find yourself right now, whatever place you know where you are, just listen to the story and just think about where you find yourself. So it is from Daniel 3, verse 28, right? The book of Daniel records how King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon made a towering gold statue and commanded all his kingdoms to bow down before it and worship it, right? Three young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, whom the king had appointed to oversee the province of Babylon, refused to do so. Humiliated by the defense, the king was livid. He gave them one more chance to bow down and to worship this golden statue, or to be thrown immediately into a blazing furnace. Without flinching, they said, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God whom we serve is able to save us. He will rescue us from your power, your majesty. But even if he doesn't, we will never serve your gods or worship the golden statue you have set up." Daniel 3:16 says, "The king commanded that the furnace be heated 7 times hotter than usual and ordered some of his strongest soldiers to bind them and throw them into the furnace. The furnace was so hot that the flames killed the soldiers, and as they threw the 3 men into the roaring flames, they were burned. Suddenly, the king jumped up in amazement and acclaimed to his officials, 'Did we not cast 3 men bound in the midst of the fire?' They answered and said to the king, 'True, O king.' And then he says, 'Look,' he answered, 'I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they are not hurt. And the form of the fourth is like the Son of God.'" I mean, like, if you just pause for that moment and think, like, that is only God, right? Nebuchadnezzar called out, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out. Come here." The 3 men stepped out of the fire, and all the officials and advisors they crowned around them, and they saw that the fire had not touched them. They were perfectly fine. Not a hair on their heads was even singed. Their clothing did not even smell like fire. They were not scorched. They were not burnt. They were totally fine and the same. In fact, the flames only served to loosen them from their chains. They were free from what they were tied up in. Amazed at how their God had protected them, Nebuchadnezzar began praising God himself. He started, the king that wanted them to worship their God, he started praising our God himself. The king then issued a decree stating that if any person spoke a word against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they would be cut in pieces and their houses will be turned into ash heaps. And because there is no other, and because he said there is no other God who can deliver like this. That's Daniel 3:29. Then the king promoted the 3 men to even higher positions to the province of Babylon. And I mean, that's where I'm going to just pause or just leave it for today. But why did I read that story to you? Because this is our God. This is your God. Wherever you find yourself. I mean, do you need more proof that our God is real? Do you need more proof that we have an amazing God? Do I need to even tell you anything else but tell you that this is your God?